Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another Project Zomboid guide. Now in this one I'm going to be taking another look at Louisville, the first city area ever added to Project Zomboid's vanilla map, and giving you some of the best base locations that I've found so far. I'll cover their location on the map and what makes them such a good place to be. If you find the video useful, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Zomboid tips, guides, and gameplay. So before I get started with the first location in this one, I did just want to bring some attention to a fantastic mod called Claim Non-Residential Buildings that you can use on multiplayer servers to make any location claimable as your safe house. By default, this is limited to residential structures only. Obviously, this means that more manual admin work needs to be done to ensure that this feature isn't abused if you choose to use this mod, but for whitelisted servers or ones focused on closed communities, it's a fantastic choice. Now in this video, I'm going to focus purely on residential structures, and who knows, we might do a video on non-residential buildings in the near future. Alright, so our first base location I wanted to take a look at is these three houses contained within a metal fence that encompasses all three of those buildings. This is easily the most defensible base location in this video and perfect for players who are looking to base together with others in multiple buildings. There's a singular entrance which is incredibly easy to block off with just one double door gate and one wood wall, and this keeps out all the zombies from getting on your lawn. Now this base is located on the far east side of Louisville, right next to the edge of the forest. For each of these locations, I'm going to show you where it is using the in-game map, and I'll leave a link to the online Project Zomboid map as well, so you can find it a little easier for the first time. Now, on most servers, you can only claim one safe house, so if I had to recommend one of these three buildings, it would be the most eastern house, as this comes with its own small lake, providing you with a fishing spot right on your doorstep. This house also comes with a propane barbecue for cooking once the power goes out, a TV, two bookshelves, a utility room complete with a washer and dryer, and last but not least a garage with space for one vehicle, as well as plenty more space out front for extra vehicles that you want to collect. Next up on our tour of Louisville real estate is perhaps one of the most popular locations for a base that I've seen so far. If you want to claim this one as your base, I suggest getting here quickly if you're on a multiplayer server, because it doesn't take long before this one gets snatched up. This Manor House is perfect for anyone exploring mechanics especially, offering you a huge 3-door garage with multiple storage areas for all of those parts that you'll want to collect for creating your ideal apocalypse travel solutions. This house also features a fireplace, which is fully usable after the power goes out, and is located right beside a river for fishing too. It's located on what's being coined the Mansion Street, due to there being several luxury buildings that cover the entire stretch of this street from north to south, and it's on the far west side of Louisville. It's on the edge of the city, so it's not too bad for zombies, and even if you can't claim this particular building, there's a whole bunch along this same road that make for great bases themselves for different reasons. Just a heads up with this one, zombies can get past the wall in the back garden, so make sure to block that up as soon as you can with a couple of wood walls, and that will ensure that you don't have any unwanted guests stopping by. It's also worth remembering that if you are on a multiplayer server, the garage is not going to be included as part of the safe house, meaning that it will not be protected. If you're on a PvP server, try to secure that garage if you intend to keep vehicles in there, and avoid keeping valuables in there too. So next I wanted to touch on a slightly more rural location than what we've covered so far. This farmhouse will require a little bit of work, but it's in a fantastic location and comes with a lot of resources that you're going to need for long-term survival. It also has the benefit of a lot of outdoor space, which is perfect if you're someone that likes to get creative with your construction. This farmhouse is located southeast of Louisville, keeping it out of the way when it comes to most of the inner city zombies, and still being close enough to several good loot spots that you can drive to on a daily basis. There's a pre-built planting area if you want to get started with a farm, and a large covered building just next door that I like to use as a garage for my vehicles. Knock down a couple of the walls and you can store multiple vehicles in here with ease, as well as some storage solutions. The house itself comes with a storage room already pre-built with some metal shelving installed. There's two bookcases in the living room, a washer-dryer combination in the back room, and even a radio that spawns in the kitchen, which can be a really good find if it has the emergency broadcast frequency. With several bedrooms and plenty of space, it makes for a great location if you're basing with multiple people in the same building. Oh, and if you're an avid carpenter as well, there is a stable just down the dirt path, and this is great for disassembling some of the fences for some XP and resources. Now this next one isn't too far away from the farmhouse that we've just looked at, but in my opinion it is a massively slept on location that doesn't get anywhere near enough usage as a potential base. You're probably already aware that Louisville has a fence line that spans the entirety of the city, which we assume was placed by the military during the attempts to contain the zombie infection. What you might not know is that along this fence line there's actually a part of a village that has been used as military housing and is contained within that fence line. There's 4 houses in here total, but I'd recommend the second one in from the left. This has some military containers placed inside that currently can't be picked up and moved, so to get the most out of this location it makes sense to choose that building as your safe house. You can reach this location by heading to the X that I've placed on my map here, where there's a gate blocking your path. Break this down and you'll be able to get to the houses. There's also a military outpost very close by that contains a lot of good military loot and also has a generator on site that you can easily transport to your base. Not to mention that there's usually a good few military zombies in the area carrying military backpacks. The great thing about this location is that the fences around you cannot be destroyed by zombies, so all you need to do is build some walls across the gaps and you've got 4 completely usable houses to choose from. One of them has been used as a medical bay and will contain a lot of great medical items already. You can find plenty of storage boxes in this area, a radio, TVs, and if you're willing to break down the fence in one place, you can always check the houses on the other side for valuables too. Easily defensible outside the main city and prime real estate for every post-apocalyptic survivor. Alright, so our last location is for all of those people that want to get the real city experience with Louisville and find a base that's in the thick of it. It's also an absolute paradise for those that want to try and build a community with several other players. Now this suburban housing development is completely enclosed aside from one primary entrance containing a grand total of 12 houses that can be easily closed in once you've got some carpentry skill. As I mentioned, this base location puts you right in the middle of it, giving you your own Louisville fortress to defend. There's some storage warehouses nearby that can provide you with a bunch of useful supplies to get you started, but what's important about this one for me is basing in one of the 2 back houses. Doing so is essentially going to mean that no zombies are going to come wandering in to investigate, as you're nowhere near the entrance point to catch their eye. You'll find fireplaces to keep you going when the power goes out, garages with plenty of space for both vehicles and storage solutions, TVs and bookcases. There's usually a good amount of zombies in this area when you first arrive, so be prepared for that, but clear it out and you'll have a great place to call home right in the heart of Zombieland. Now hopefully you found a new place to call home in this video, but do feel free to drop your own suggestions in the comments to help out all of the new players that are looking to find a home in the new city of Louisville. Before I wrap this one up, I did just want to drop a mention that you can catch me live on Twitch quite frequently at the moment over on twitch.tv/MrAtomicDuck, where I can answer any questions you have live, and you'll likely see me using one of these base locations if you want to see what it looks like to base there. We've got our own public server available to anyone looking to play with my community in a PvE environment. There's a link to our Discord in the description for details on that, and of course a very special thank you is needed for all of you that have backed the Patreon so far and have grabbed access to our modded private server for patrons. Link to that is also in the description. Seriously, I couldn't do this without any of you, and it means the absolute world to me that you're supporting me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.